Hello guys, today's video is a typical example of small-scale job that enters my workshop. And today I'll be repairing oil pump from an old tractor. There are altogether 3 issues with this part: damaged housing, damaged and worn shaft, and bushings. It's in fact quite simple part. You have 2 rotating gears pushing oil from one end to another. I started with housing. First I aligned the part and then I used long boring bar to recut the damaged holes. Then I continued with the gear shaft. I start by pulling off the gear by press. You can clearly see the spots where the bushing got stuck to the shaft. And on the other end is damaged groove for C-clip. There's quite extensive wear here, but I cannot do much about it. So after a little bit of work, it looks way better. And now it's time to assemble it again. And finally the bushings. You can see how badly are the original worn. There is a lot of clearance, while correct is around 0.03 mm for bronze bushings. The last measurement necessary for making a pair of new ones is the housing hole diameter. With all the numbers together and information about recommended press fit as well as the correct clearance between shaft and bushing, I can finally design the part. Unfortunately, I have only small diameter rods, and they are not even remotely close to designed 21mm. But luckily I can cast stubs of suitable dimensions. There is a little void, but it shouldn't cause any problem. I also made it a bit bigger, because it's casting after all. And finally, the machining. I started by cleaning the surface to see whether there are any surprises beneath. My main focus was to get that proper sizing, so I took a lot of measurements between individual cuts. Once the OD was finished, I pre-drilled the inner diameter. And for the final cut, I ground boring bar out of high-speed steel, and it cuts perfectly. And that's it, 1403mm as planned. After chamfering, I parted the bushing and finished the last dimension. And that's it, finished. always, thanks for watching and till next time. By the way, are the parts within tolerances? I personally prefer really small press fit tolerance, because once the bushings will be pressed into housing, the inner diameter will shrink.